Space for many of us is already a mystery, but the anomalies that we will talk about today shock not only ordinary science lovers, but also scientists and astronomers themselves. If you're standing, then better sit down. If you are not subscribed to the channel, then better subscribe. And at the end of the video, you will see the most amazing space anomaly. Let's fly! Focus of cold. The universe is generally pretty cool. Average temperature of outer space is minus 270.45 degrees Celsius. But in the depths of space, about 5,000 light-years from Earth, there is an even colder region, the Boomerang Nebula. Its temperature is only minus 272.15 degrees Celsius. It is only 1 degree above absolute zero. That is why the Boomerang Nebula is considered the coldest object in the known universe. Scientists suggest that it was formed when a binary star shed part of its hydrogen shell in the form of two huge jets at a speed of about 164 kilometers per second. This explains the characteristic shape of the nebula. The released streams of ionized gas expanded so rapidly in outer space that individual molecules of matter scattered over long distances cooled even below the average temperature of the universe. Black hole outcast. Being the center of an entire galaxy and then being thrown away is a sad fate. But this is exactly what happened to black hole 3C186. Scientists suggest that only another black hole can do this. Indeed, in order to move such a colossus, it will take energy equal to 100 million simultaneously exploding supernovae. Apparently, a couple of billion years ago, two galaxies collided, and one black hole pushed the other out of its place with its gravitational field. The rogue black hole has flown more than 35,000 light-years from the center of its galaxy to its outskirts, more than the distance between the Sun and the center of the Milky Way. It accelerated so much that it could move from the Earth to the Moon in 3 minutes. This speed was enough for the black hole to leave its galaxy in 20 million years and go on an eternal journey in the universe. And now, this piece of singularity is flying in empty space. 3C186 is the most massive drifting black hole ever seen, weighing more than 1 billion of our suns combined. Cloud. When astronomers discover water on some city planet, the media is quick to dub it potentially habitable, as if water in space is such a rarity. But in fact, at least fill it up. For example, black hole APM 08279 plus 5255 is surrounded by a monstrous cloud water vapor. This fog contains 140 trillion times more water than our planet. Why in our entire galaxy there is 4,000 times less H2O than APM 08279 plus 5255 gathered around it? In fact, the distance between the particles of water vapor in this cloud is very large, so that the atmosphere of our planet is 300 trillion times denser than it. The black hole itself is 20 billion times more massive than the Sun and produces as much energy as 1,000 trillion suns. This cloud is not only the largest, but also the oldest known. It formed when the universe was only 1.6 billion years old. Voices of heavenly bodies. Everyone knows that there is silence in space, which is why the battles in Star Wars are often criticized for beeping lasers. Sounds are air vibrations, so we can't hear anything in an airless environment. However, if a vacuum could transmit sound and our ears could pick it up, we would hear a lot of interesting and at the same time frightening. For example, here is a radio emission converted into sound waves which is produced by the celestial bodies of our solar system. They were recorded and published by NASA. The playlist includes the low humming howl of the Sun, the voices of Saturn and its moon Enceladus reminiscent of the howl of a snowstorm, the noise and whistle in the upper atmosphere of Jupiter, which the Juno probe recorded before disappearing there, an echo from the surface of Titan, and other strange sounds from deep space. This call of heavenly bodies both attracts and frightens. Star spinner. HM Cancer is a binary star made up of two white dwarfs. They rotate around each other at speeds greater than 400 kilometers per second, making a complete revolution in 5.4 minutes. At the same time, they are separated by only 80,000 kilometers, 1/5 of the distance from the Earth to the Moon. This is the fastest double star known to us. Just imagine what a crazy dance you would see looking at this couple from the surface of some planet nearby. Or you wouldn't see it because the double star emits a huge amount of X-rays. After about 340,000 years, the rotation will end and one star will fall on another. In the meantime, they are approaching 60 centimeters a day. Space and time will be distorted on Earth. And finally, the most amazing thing that will happen in the near future, humanity is waiting for an incredible show. In a galaxy in the constellation Bootes, two black holes will merge. Such an event will cause a flash in the sky as well as the arrival of a powerful gravitational wave. A gravitational wave is a distortion of space-time. That is, time begins to slow down or go backwards. Space pulsates. How it looks in reality, no one knows because this has never happened before. Gravitational waves come to Earth from time to time, but they are very weak. The galaxy in question is 1 billion light-years away. Very far away, and this is good. The phenomena will not be catastrophic. At the center of this distant galaxy are two black holes, one revolving around the other. Their total mass is about 800 million times greater than the Sun, while by cosmic standards they are tiny, smaller than the size of the Earth's orbit. They get closer, then they move away. When they get close, there is a small flash. Astronomers have been watching these flares for a long time, and they have noticed that flares are becoming more frequent. A few years ago, such an outbreak happened once a year. Now it's once a month. This means that the smaller black hole is rapidly approaching the larger one. As calculated by a group of astronomers, before a complete merger, it is a maximum of 1,000 days. That is, it will happen either this year or next year. We can only speculate about the further consequences. The merger of black holes is the most powerful catastrophe that can only be expected in our universe. These are the anomalies that occur in the vastness of space. This is where our adventure ends. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video and join our communities of lovers of science, space, and the unknown using the links in the description to keep abreast of events. Hugs!